Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Crimson Tide head coach has let me know pregame. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Alabama's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Keeps it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Back to pass, it's Bentley. Makes a grab. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Keelan Russell. Taking a shot on the first play. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown time! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start and try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Using his legs, it's Walker. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing Russell. Looking to the big tight end. The short hands, it's Edwards. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Quarterback changing the play. Drops back. It's Russell. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. They'll run it. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Third and long coming up. Russell. Out wide right, it's Jenkins. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. Just let him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
And man, that didn't miss by much, but I do like the effort by the receiver. You can tell he's trying to get those toes in, trying to dance a little bit, but he couldn't get there. The ball was just a little bit too wide near the sideline.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Handed to the back. Got an alley to the 15. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That holding call pushes them back. Now they face a 2nd and 20 here. Keelan Russell. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Cuts it upfield. It's Avant. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
The play fake. Rush right in his face. On target over the middle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, this guy had the pick of the litter when it came to where he was going to play his collegiate ball. He chose to come to a place that consistently is putting quarterbacks into the National Football League, David, and he shows you with that throw right there why he was so highly touted.
Man, just getting started with his career. Highly recruited, but now getting the first snaps, the first chance to prove himself. All these people in this building, they've been talking about this young man throughout his high school career, finally getting the stage to himself.
Handoff again. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He's changing the play. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the right. Got a man. It's Rodgers. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before. Move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Russell. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Trying to establish the run. Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Russell. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he added the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch down the right side. Off to the races. The 20. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Gets rid of it.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Number 98, set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Changing the routes with his receiver. Keelan Russell going for it all. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Look out! And it's a sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Booster, booster! Freeze, freeze!
Looking to pass. It's Bentley. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making the adjustment on the play. The give to the left. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Throwing Russell. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting.
Flying out to the left. Inside the touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out, firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And the extra point was good.
Number 33, set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Calls his own number. Runs through the tackle. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Bentley trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Russell. Between the hashes, it's Edwards. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Back to the ground game on the left. Got the first down. Runs it into the house. Touchdown Tide!
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Number 33, set to kick it off.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. this drive will come from their own 17. Gonna run it. It's Walker. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And the offense is still searching, man. Like, just that's a bomb down the field, and I love it. You got to take shots. You got to be aggressive. But so far, the defense has won the day, and they've really strangled anything they've wanted to do. And this offense has got to find some way to move the football, the run game, the short passing, whatever it is, to get something cooking.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Fields the punt. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keelan Russell. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on 1st down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Russell. Rushes on. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Making the adjustment. Russell from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Nittany Lions looking to bounce back from a Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide ready to roll on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Here's some daylight. Shakes off the defender. Gashing the knee on the right. The 40. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he's going to bring this one out. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Fighting off the defender. He's got enough. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Moving the pocket, it's Bentley. It's picked off and another empty drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Now this offense is back on the field. The running back has it. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Give him 105 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll run it. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throwing Russell. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. The returner will field it and bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
A huge opportunity, guys, for this offense to take over after the fumble recovery and start 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king, too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner goes down. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense...
There he goes! Past the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just feeds the running back. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Looking for space. It's Avant. There he goes. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Got some green grass. Could be an alley. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him?
Oh, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the single back. All over him immediately.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Russell throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office, being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shocks today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
They give it to the freshman, his first carry. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. He lets one fly deep. Goes high to pull it in. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Working that left side. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Quick give. It's Walker. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. They give it to him again. Pass to 6. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Off play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Sweep, sweep. Q. Let it go.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Left side is carry on. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Keelan Russell fires to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Bentley. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And he made the extra point without problem. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this.
Snags it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Under pressure. They get to him as he throws. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd and long here. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Takes a hit as he fires. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. The give. Sees an alley. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Quick give. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing Russell. Trying to bull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Moves the pocket. It's Russell. Buying time to his right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
Number 33, set to kick off.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Turning it on. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, too little, too late. Where was this earlier in the game? They could have used that explosive play earlier when this game was close. But obviously these guys are still out here. They're still competing. They're going to keep fighting until there's zeros on the clock. But they need more plays like that earlier in games moving forward.